What's going on, guys? If you're new here, my name's Greg, and today we're going to be cooking some eggs Benedict. Hope y'all enjoy. Alright, so the first step is we're going to get us a big pot. We're going to put it on some heat. We're going to get it to a simmer. In the meantime, while that's doing that, I'm cooking for 3 people, so I'm going to get 3 eggs. Now I'm going to crack these into a strainer. And the reason why is it's going to get rid of all that extra white. Like, move it around very slightly. Not trying to crack that egg. But whenever you make that eggs Benedict, it's going to take away all them stringers. So it's going to give you the clean part of the egg. So once you're done straining it, get you a little cup, pour it in there. Move on to the next. Eggs Benedict is my fiance's favorite meal. So my mom, she does not like eggs Benedict. She doesn't like soupy eggs, so she's gonna have to deal with it. But this is my first time making eggs Benedict, so we're gonna see how this goes. Alright, so once we're done with that, you got your 3 eggs ready to go get poached. In the meantime, get you some vinegar, white vinegar preferably. I got me some rice vinegar, it works just as fine. Give you a little splash in there. Get this, mix it up a little bit. And you don't want to boil, because we're going to take it off the heat right whenever we start cooking it. But kind of like how it is now, where it's starting to get those bubbles around the outside, that means it's about there at the temperature. Once they start floating up a little bit, that's whenever I'm going to turn the heat off and put the eggs in and poach them. We're going to poach them for about 2 to 3 minutes once they go through the vortex. And then, yeah, they'll be done. We'll take them out, put them on this pan I got here, and start the next process. Alright, now that the water's done, I'm going to turn the light off. Now I'm going to hit that vortex. Now I'm going to dump these eggs in here. So, and then now we're starting a timer for, you're gonna let it sit in here for about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm gonna set that on my phone. And while that's going, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, make room, because we're gonna get started on our hollandaise sauce. So in another pan right here that I have behind it, I'm gonna put it on low heat, and we're gonna put 2 sticks to a stick. I put a stick and a half of butter in there. And you're gonna melt it down real slow. You don't want none of it to burn. So stick that in there. And we're gonna let it melt. And you'll also know whenever these get done, they'll start coming up to the top, but they're not right now. I can still give it a little swirl. It probably doesn't need a little swirl, but that white's already all around it. But yeah, so we're gonna let this butter melt, and then in the meantime, what else I can do is get my hollandaise sauce eggs right here. Start getting these ready. We're gonna get all the white yolk off of these, and it's just gonna be the center yolk. All right, so what I'm gonna do, go ahead, crack your egg. Hold it in your hand, and so you can just go back and forth, just like that. So we got just the yolk. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. All right, these are ready to come out. So timer went off. They've been in there for 5 minutes because we like ours done a little bit more. So you're gonna get you a bunch of olive oil like this. It's a good way to, and then very so carefully get these out. We're gonna have to put them down in there, just ever so carefully. It's hot. So you'll know they're good. A little trick. Now you can see, if you tap, they're still jiggly, as you can see, still a little jiggly. but the white's all done around it. Look at that. That one's upside down. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna move these to the side now. We're gonna leave the water there because we're gonna dump those back in to warm them up whenever everything starts getting done. So now what I can do is I'm gonna grab this pot. We're gonna switch sides so I can work over here. We're gonna get this pot, which I should have had rolling already, but this only has about 1/2 inch of water in it. I'm gonna put that in there, and then this is gonna go on over top. So whenever this starts simmering, getting hot, I'll get back with y'all. All right, so now get your egg muffins, which ours actually aren't already cracked. A little tip I like to do. Not a spoon. Get you a fork. And you get you a fork, you go around the edges, just like this. All the way around. Eggs are starting to get hot, so, or not eggs, sorry, butter, so I'm gonna cut that off. But this, go all the way around, and then it should just pop right off. And the reason why you do it with a fork is because you get all those little crispies. So whenever you put them in the toaster or whatever, it gets all crispy, like a piece of fried chicken or something. All right, so once you're done with that, water's boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump 2 of those in there. I'm gonna let those toast up. All right, so you got all your eggs in here, and you're just gonna whisk for a while, 3 to 5 minutes. You're gonna whisk until you get like a thick consistency, like a ribbon type. And we are not there yet. So whenever we get there, I'll get back to y'all. And one thing I did do is I added lemon juice to this. I didn't show that, but I did add lemon juice, about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, depending on how many eggs you have in there. So once this is done, I'll get back to y'all and we'll put it over the heat. All right, now that we got a nice consistency, we can do is lower that a little, right there, throw that on top, and then you gotta stay whisking or else you're gonna make eggs, and that's what we're not trying to do. But just very slowly we're gonna add butter. Ever so slightly add some butter. Alright, so now we got our nice consistency, just like that. So I'm gonna take it off the heat because that's how I want it. Oh my gosh, that's hot. Like that. I'm gonna whisk a little bit. And that. How I like it. I'm gonna get a little bit of salt. Like that. Whisk it up. And that is my hollandaise sauce. So now, look at that. Sounds frothy when it hits. That's what we want. All right, so the hollandaise sauce is done. So everything is ready to go, except 2 things. Thing one, I'm gonna move this out of the way because I'm done with that. Done with that. I hate cooking on a mess. Ugh. I need to get me a small pan really quick, And I'm gonna go grab the ham and I'm gonna heat up the ham real quick. All right, I got my 3 pieces of ham. I'm only gonna do one at a time. Just gonna do a little bit olive oil. Throw that down. I need I'm just gonna grab, where's it at? A little tong. Throw this back. All we're doing is warming it up pretty good. And we can go ahead and start setting up the plates. Get one of these, one of these. There we go. And so I can go ahead and take that off. We're gonna throw that on. And so we're gonna do the next one. All right, so I got all my ham, all my biscuits, all my egg McMuffins. I got the poached eggs warming up over there. I got the hollandaise sauce. Now time for a little bit of toppings. I got a little bit of, I can't think of what this is called. Basil, that's right. I got a little bit of basil. I grabbed the wrong knife, silly. Got a little bit of basil. Just gonna chop it up into tiny little pieces. That'll do, right there. Get your poached eggs. Now they're warm. Again, get them out. No one likes a wet egg, so put them on a paper towel carefully. I'm gonna dry these off. Just pat dry. No, just getting most of the water off. As so. And then now it's time to load these up. So, ever so carefully, those, put it on. I only made 5, I don't know why. I have an extra one. Anyway, now you can get your hollandaise sauce. You're just gonna drizzle it on top. Just like that. And then boom. I'm gonna get me. Got some paprika here, smoked paprika. And I'm just gonna put some on there. You just come over. So finish it off with a pinch of basil, just like that. And then next thing to do is to test it. All right, so now it's time to cut into her. Let's see how she's looking. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. Not too much. Just good hollandaise sauce. Look at that. Come on, give it to me. Oh my gosh. So good. That is one of my best. That's a phenomenal breakfast. Alright, so that's how I make my eggs Benedict. Hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all don't mind, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see me cook next, and I'll see y'all next time.